We are back. We're getting straight into things with our winners finals match. Top date on the Elimination 8th match. Our main never returned. Don't know where they went. So Anti is going to be heading on in the elimination side of the brackets. You may catch them again in the elimination finals. But for now, we're going to keep things with two players. I don't think we've actually seen it all today yet. I don't even know we haven't seen soykuz before on the Onyx. But this is Musashi on the Mordex with the wild in colour scheme, real quick. They pretty handily take the first stock. I think that I've been eligible to take it as well. soykuz on the Onyx crossover with the Halo skin. And looking to tie things up, gets a nice down air, but not able to quite find the knockout secure yet. Nearly gets a new signature there, but Musashi is going to be able to stay wide, looking for his signature as well. Neutralite might take things, but barely, not quite. Looking to get the dash weapon toss for the maximum force. Get down air, sends nearly off stage. Neutralite's going to get away from the weapon, but that's only going to secure weapon and not a knockout, which is what you were looking for. Dash Neutralite, honestly, move of the day, aside from, I guess, D-heavy as well on an arm. But the cannon players are just really doing it. I mean, it's such an effective option off stage. He makes it look like you're far away, but you dash forward and get to the Neutralite instead, and that can secure the edge guard. In the case, soykuz finally able to find the knockout with the side. With the down air, and that's going to secure things, but Musashi definitely very much in the lead with the scythe here. I wonder where he is though. Yeah, I got no clue. And in any case, we'll see what soykuz can do to try and get things back to even. They haven't quite lost their stock quite yet. I guess the read actually with the cannon as well, but doesn't get the fast forward read as well, so it's actually able to. I think we're looking for this just down to get the net, trying to extend the edge guard there. Manages to bait out the Neutralite, but not able to get a punch beyond that. Starlight there is going to send off stage. Another Neutralite, but soykuz nearly brought us all the way back. Musashi, after having such a dominant start, is finding the Mordex problem that you can build all the damage all you want, but if you can't find that KO, then it's nothing. And soykuz is making that look as it is. Looking for definitely spacing up there for a ground pound, but the side air is going to be dodged through. The weapon toss down is going to not come through, but the down heavy is going to send Musashi flying, and without a dodge, side light sail is a true combo. Well, I guess a combo, and is going to give soykuz out of nowhere the lead, almost at like a perfect stop, pretty much, from Musashi, or from soykuz, sorry. Though finally, Musashi is going to tie things up, but we're now all of a sudden. I thought this could have been a steamroll game number one, but soykuz has gained the confidence with the cannon, able to get that. Actually throws it completely away, so not confident at all with the cannon, but nearly gets to it as well. But that's going to be a dodge read with the scythe there. That's going to be a nair set combo to build up loads and loads of damage. But again, damage build means nothing if you can't find that KO. We'll see if Musashi can get the confirms that they've been looking for, or whether soykuz will just be able to pick up the cannon. Does get the net into the side light, into the side air as well. As he beats Neutralite sends off stage, but that's just going to reset. Nearly finds the sail as well, that almost would have taken out the stock. soykuz just backs up and gets the weapon, nearly gets the dodge read as well. Does get the read on the side light with the cannon side light. It's a funny one where side light quite perfectly punishes the gauntlet side light with the way the hitboxes work. And we'll see the ground pound on stage again, but the dash recovery is going to give Musashi game number one. After looking like soykuz could nearly bring things back with the evasiveness. I think we're almost certainly going to get a legend swap. We do. We're going to go over to the Petra. soykuz, a player that's known by a couple things, but gauntlets is definitely their main weapon. Hey, main was found, but unfortunately in the commentary for this set, not in whatever lobby they were supposed to be in. In any case, we'll see how things are going. 3, 2, 1, brawl! In any case, we get into our game number 2, as soykuz looking to get the weapon to get things started here, and does pick up the orb, maybe not exactly what they were looking for, but does get a nice little 2 to start off the game, and looking to extend that, we are moving over to Miami Dome. I don't think we've really seen a lot of Miami Dome balls today. Actually, no, I think we did in one set earlier. But in any case, we do get the nice Miami Dome soundtrack. Does space out the Scythe down air. Does soykuz. So Musashi looking to get the ground pound to go to put the orb in this things, manages to force out the dodge with the weapon, doesn't know to get much too much beyond that, and the Starlight recovery is nearly going to take things as the down down, but not going to get too much beyond that. So the downlight dash neutralize is an interesting option. Might have KO'd with the force there, neutral signature, but it is super deep below and isn't quite going to knock out there. And in any case, the stock is going to be taken by Musashi. In any case, we'll see if soykuz can bring this back. An orb side air is going to barely be enough without the Starlight starter. So we'll see if soykuz can maybe get a lead. I'm not saying they've been able to really have at all in this set so far, and we'll see. But the orb, it's actually that the soykuz have been focusing on the orb so much. I mean, I thought they were more of a Gauntlet player, and it's been the chain of thought throughout all of the legend picks so far today. The ground pound from Musashi though is going to put up some damage, looking to get a edge guard stage with the Scythe, but I'll find it instead. Gets hit with this starter, but doesn't fall for the neutral signature. soykuz looking to land back down and perhaps get some sort of follow-up. The Starlight is baited out though, but Musashi only gets a smaller punish. The neutral signature is going to be pretty safe. Musashi not in a position to punish that one. Nearly gets the slide D-light offside the stage to probably into a grab round. One of the stock. Got side signature is going to be punished, but in any case, the neutral light and a double neutral light, but neither leads to a dodge beat. And the final stock, strong Starlight is going to force soykuz low, and Musashi able to finish the guard with the graphical Starlight and take us to soykuz's last stock in this game. The V with the Gauntlet gets a read as well into the ground pound. It's a lovely one. Nearly gets the ground pound beyond it as well. Looking for the third ground pound, and they find it, but super disco doesn't swing his head. The downlight ground pound from soykuz is able to score the edge guards, and Musashi is sent back to side of the stage. But super duper brutal start to this stock with the Gauntlets, able to find follow. I think it was 2 dodge beats in a row on the Gauntlets to be able to nearly take away, but in any case that does put soykuz very deep into the yellow /orange, but does get to beat themselves, but unfortunately misses the chase dodge with the they could have got a nair and possibly a dash, so we're going to be on that and go combo, but unfortunately misses an input, but does get to go down Charles, and of all things a Starlight there is going to end the game in favour of Musashi, going up 2-0 in our winners finals. And we'll see how they can do in their in this game number 3. So I mean, to be honest, the biggest question is who is what legend is soykuz going to switch to? I don't think Musashi is going to change legends at all. They're definitely feeling the Mordex to get today. We're going to see, of all things, a Sidra pick. So we're going to go back to the cannon, and I don't know what cannon skin that is. That's quite a wild one. That's definitely not default Sidra Gaming right there. In any case, we're going to go into game number 3. soykuz down 0-2, though this is winners finals, so if they lose this, they'll instead go into elimination finals and may win the right to face Musashi again in the grand finals. So not absolutely the end of anything, but actually not the end of anything because there's still another game to be played, and maybe the Sidra is going to be what soykuz is needing. Is able to get the combo potential of the cannon. So they seem to be doing pretty well in the first game, and the reliability of knockouts from the swords could be something we're looking for, something that Mordex definitely does struggle with, and so Musashi definitely has struggled as well. The ground bomb there was quite dangerous, but the weapon toss down actually is going to be enough. I didn't know that was going to be it, but Musashi just low on options, and soykuz couldn't sleep slightly and able to take the stock. Slightly looking for the beat, but Musashi just jumps and able to get out of the pressure there, but does get clipped by the neutral there. And gets another one as the follow-up as well. Dashes forward with the neutral light. Soykuz playing with confidence here. And feeling that they definitely can extend this lead as long as they want. They're in the orange, so they're going to get knocked back far from attacks, but not really being threatened for a KO yet. Perhaps now. But then again, this is Mordex. And Mordex is going to struggle with those KOs if you can't get even the side lights there. Soykuz been able to dodge that, but lives it regardless. He's still looking for a signature kit. But Mordex signature kit, of course, got nerfed last patch a little bit with the startup frames. So even harder to find a KO nowadays. Barely stays below the D-light there. The ground bound, but finally Musashi is able to secure the stock. But Soykuz has built up a very healthy lead here. And probably looking for the swords to get, D-light recovery, D-light surge, D-light whatever you want, build up damage a little bit more with swords, but does throw it away, so that's the problem with the cannon here. Pick up immediate side stick is an option, one of the options at the time. I guess neutral might have worked a tad better, but when you're holding forwards like Soykuz is, then that's kind of the only option you can go for to extend this lead. Another that's going to be a read right there into the net, into the nearly recovery as well, but Soykuz's dodge does come back just about in time, and does reset the situation, so Soykuz is actually the one looking that they can't quite skill the KO. They do swap back over to the sword finally. We've really been around the world for that one. And in any case, we'll see whether they can get there. But a side light comes through for Musashi. But that is not going to be enough, and the cannon neutral light over the corner is going to be more than enough for Soykuz to take the stock. But Musashi's bringing it back. This is definitely a game that's going to go down to the wire, that's for certain. If Musashi can secure this KO, probably not going to do a signature. They're not really been representing the signature kit at all this set so far. Just going to look for the dare off stage, looking to secure it with the weapon toss, tap in D-light. No, actually just dashes all the way back, even though the weapon was there. We've got a double weapon toss coming through, super duper same gameplay going through both players right here. Not wanting to be the one to press a hard option, especially not Musashi, but they get hit out of a dodge and sent off stage. But unfortunately, Soykuz is going to go a little bit too far on that edge guard. And is going to pretty much give Musashi exactly what they're looking for, a comeback potential right here. If Musashi is able to get something going with the safe, they're off stage, they're looking for it, but does dash back to center. Probably going to be sort of not actually dashing towards center that much, but looking for the nail off stage. The recovery, even with the sparks, is not going to be enough, and Soykuz is going to get one game on the board. And send us into a game number 4. So the Sigil, especially the cannon gameplay, we saw very little sword that game. It was pretty much entirely cannon. Is going to be causing Musashi to go for a legend swap here to an interesting counter pick here from the Mordex Gaming. We're going over to Ezio. And Soykuz also going for the counter pick gaming. We're going to Thor for our game number Thor. Wait a minute. The double legend swap is, I guess, interesting. I mean, I guess there's no particular narrative here. It just rather is 2 different legends on weapons that we haven't seen from either player so far, but fine enough, both of them settling on the orb, though orb legends that we don't sort of see too much of in super high level competitive play, or at least in our tournament today. Who knows? In any case, we'll see how this goes out. As Soykuz opening up with the hammer, able to get some good combo starters to being off. They are a bit behind the damage, but it's Thor, so it doesn't really matter. You can go behind damage and just sort of tank out of it. Ezio, of course, got some buffs last patch. The down signature is now finally a usable button in the game on the orb, so isn't that just quaint? We'll see if Musashi is going to be pulling that one out. The new signature is able to be avoided as Soykuz just doesn't progress back onto stage. And another new signature comes through again. We're 0 for 2 on those ones, so let's see what Musashi can do to perhaps coax Soykuz to be being hit by those. In any case, D-light recovery is not going to take the stock. The high defense Thor keeping them in for one more go around, see if they can get any damage beyond this. Not quite, as the tail end of that sword side there is going to be the end of the stock. And we'll see if Musashi can build up a bit of a lead here against soykuz, but the orb is going to make that quite difficult. Looking for side lights is your most guaranteed option here, but Musashi playing around that though, getting a D-Light Dare into the ground pound, but perfect immediate punish there from soykuz is going to send Musashi packing with that one, and we're going to go into tie stocks, but in any case, we'll see what we can get. Finally, the neutral does come through for Musashi there, and looking to get the dodge down, I guess, to look to secure an edge guard. It's very too scary against a hammer, but the side signature on the orb is going to be enough, and even with the Thor defense, the stage positioning is going to mean that is enough for that stock. So we have orb versus orb. See how this gets. Nope, actually we don't know. We do have orb versus orb. Picks it back up. Lovely stuff. So not a super duper amount of attacks to work. Solid D-Light is a true combo. We're going to get a follow up beyond that. Looking for a signature. Both players just sort of hopping around each other looking for that opening. A side light is going to pick things up, but we're just we're going blow for blow here. Not too much momentum on either player's side right now, which is not great if you're the player known as President Soykuz. If you're behind the stock and you need to be doing more than even. Stops there. It's going to be nice bringing that back, but Musashi able to get down below the usual layer. The D-Light recovery though is going to send Musashi low, and the very wide point of the weapon toss is going to be enough to secure that edge guard and give us a tied stocks game to the end of game number 4, as we get soykuz opening with the neutral light. One of the first ones we've seen this set in particular. Let's see whether we can get much more hammer combo potential beyond that, but the Starlight's going to whiff, be punished by a dare. The D-Light is obviously too high for Musashi to be able to combo into a move, but the initial light is going to send him away, looking to catch a jump in with a down signature, but not able to find it. Starlight Seg going to send off stage, and look to find the edge guard, but no neutral this time, just looking to get it down over the side of the stage. The neutral signature this time, Musashi actually waiting there, almost like they were like expecting the punish, and then it didn't come, and then like, excuse me, what? That's a bit weird. But soykuz are going to get a bit cheeky with the hammer off stage. It's definitely a meta. It's sort of oops accident. I fell off stage. Oh no, I hope you don't get hit by my recovery. But DC got beside the stage. That's super duper safe stuff. Something you can't really do much about, and definitely something that Musashi wasn't expecting to come out. I'll see if Musashi can get enough tricks to find this game number 4 victory, or if Musashi can find it. Finds the dare, but it bonks barely as you get into the very last point to stop, getting slightly scrappy. See what they can get. Weapon dust comes through, looking for maybe a DC around the feet. No, just a stomp actually. Silent into nothing. Silent into just a belief of a stock. A bit of a sell there from Musashi is going to get us to game number 5. I mean, even if you don't trust a side air there, you can at least D-Light and maybe get something beyond that, but just not expecting it to hit. And that is going to be how I can see one Teros. There we go. Musashi has swapped to sound the klaxon, sound the alarms. We got Teros on screen versus the Mordex of soykuz, which is an interesting one because that means the Mordex player has now swapped places, musical chairs-esque. And we'll see what soykuz's Mordex can do against the Teros. I mean, I guess it makes sense as a counter pick because, of course, Teros is a legend that lives on being a little bit slower but getting a bigger reward from all of their hits. But if you can play the Scythe and the Gauntlets at the sort of high, rapid pace to where the Mordex, the Teros, just isn't able to find their openings, then it can make it look very foolhardy as a pick. But we'll see what Soykuz can do. Does get the side stick, barely clips over the side of the stage. Looking to secure this edge guard with maybe neutral light. Does, but unfortunately dashes a bit too far forwards with that. So no find it. Looking for the down air, but that's going to whiff, giving Musashi the easy stomps there punish. Neutral light's going to send off stage. Looking to go low, but Soykuz goes even lower. Gets bombed one more time, and that's going to be it. So the threat coverage from the hammer to where being above it is just such a bad edge guard position forces Soykuz all the way down, but Musashi's ready for that. Gets the down signature as well. Super reaction. We get another solid down signature. Soykuz really wanting this weapon, but Musashi blocking it perfectly. This is still the advantage of almost not weapon starving, that when the weapon is there, it's almost like a gimme on the stage, and your opponent might just go for that and might just get hit by 2 signatures in a row. It's actually been almost a perfect stock so far. Soykuz is able to get anything going, and a down signature number 3. That's 3 for 3 on D6 on Teros pretty much. Is going to be sending Soykuz down 3-1. This is not something you're going to be looking at against Teros player. because even if you can like make it even, then trading slow's not going to be at the down air though. It's going to be nearly there. I think they might have touched though. Yep, barely, but just above the recovery, and that is going to be at least the first stop taken away from Musashi. But soykuz's got a long road to climb here if they want to be getting this winners finals win and getting that entry to grand finals where they're guaranteed. I forget how much you're guaranteed for grand finals. Probably like a quid or two. But in any case, we'll see what they can do. But Musashi's looking to tap things in with another Sair. Throws her up and away. Maybe looking for a D-Light when I was final facing, but stomps Sair. That is the last one. soykuz, the gauntlet is yours. Don't get hit for the entirety of this next game, and you got it. Unfortunately, the active neutral light is going to tap it in, and that's going to be soykuz taking game number 5 and securing the set win. Like, so one of us actually making their way to grand finals, and of course, 4 players to soykuz. They're not out.